Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're going to be doing a fun video and we are going to be testing out Pinterest dupes together. I love dupes, and I mean, who doesn't love saving money? And I have done dupes videos before on my channel, but I've never actually tested out Pinterest dupes like live with you guys. But I go to Pinterest all the time to try and find dupes, and sometimes I have fallen victim to Pinterest and they have not been even close to dupes, but other times I found some really gold mine products that are dupes for some of my favorite high-end products. So I figured today I would test out some new dupes with you guys that I found off Pinterest, and we'll see whether or not they are actually dupes so we can save some money, hopefully. So yeah, if you guys like dupes videos, then give this video a thumbs up and just keep on watching. The first dupe is for one of my favorite lipsticks, and that is MAC's Rebel. This is a really beautiful purple shade. I love this in the fall, but I found on Pinterest there is a dupe from Bellami in the shade Sangria. So I went out and got that. So let's swatch them next to each other and see. I am really not sure whether or not these are dupes. Like, this is Rebel on top from MAC, and so this is a satin finish, and the Bellami one is much drier, like almost like a somewhat demi-matte finish or so. But it doesn't really matter if the finishes are the same, but even color-wise, I don't really think that they're the same. The MAC one is a lot lighter, where the Bellami one is a lot deeper. I don't know. I don't really think that I would say that they are dupes. I mean, they're definitely close, but they're definitely not exact dupes because the formulation and the color are both not the same. So I wouldn't really say that that's a dupe. All right, so we are not starting off strong. Let's hope that the next one is a dupe. This next one really caught my eye. I thought that it was really cool and I hadn't seen it before, and that is the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector in Opal. This is the liquid one, not the pressed, obvi. This is apparently, you can create this with two of the L'Oreal Lumi True Match Glow Illuminators. So I have them in shades Ice Glaze and Golden. So apparently if you mix these two together, it's very, very similar to Opal by Becca. So let's test it out. So I'm just mixing equal parts of those two on the back of my wrist. Okay guys, these are actually really close, and I feel like if you got the mixture exactly right, you could make it like an exact dupe, because this one right here closest to my hand is Becca Opal, and then right underneath that is equal parts of both of the L'Oreal illuminators. So it is a little bit lighter, the L'Oreal one, than the Becca one. The Becca one is a little bit more golden, where the L'Oreal is just a little bit lighter. But I feel like if you did a little bit more of this darker illuminator and then a little bit less of this lighter one, you could get it to be an exact dupe. But they're actually almost like, as they're drying, like really, really close. I hope that you guys can see that, but wow, that is crazy. Because these Becca, I mean, these are amazing. I love this, but this is expensive, and I believe it's over $35, and these I think retail for like $8. So, I mean, even though you have to buy two of them, it's still nearly half the price. So, wow, that is crazy. And I mean, it is kind of like annoying to have to like mix them, but I mean, it took me like 5 seconds to do that. I just squeeze them both and just mix them together, and you could easily just apply that to your face. So that is really, really cool. So far, I'm very impressed. The next dupe we're going to be testing out is for the Urban Decay Naked Skin Color Correcting Fluid. This one is the green one, and Pinterest alleges that the NYX HD Photogenic Concealer in green is a dupe for this. So we're going to swatch them both and see if they are dupes. Okay, so Urban Decay is on the bottom, the NYX one is on the top. And as far as shade-wise, they are not dupes, they are different shades. The Urban Decay one is much more of like a true green color, where the NYX one is almost like a blue, like a light, like aqua-ish, where Urban Decay is like that more minty green. So like color-wise, they're not the same, but with color correctors, you're gonna blend them out anyways. Obviously, you don't want this color like on your face or whatever. So I'm gonna blend them out and see if formulation-wise and kind of the final product is the same. Okay, so formulation-wise, the Urban Decay one blends out a lot nicer into the skin, and it just kind of leaves like a slight green cast, but then when you go over it with like concealer or foundation, I'm sure that would go away. Where the NYX one is much more stark. It really doesn't ever blend into the skin well, like the color kind of still stays there. So this actually might be better at concealing redness, just because it kind of keeps that pigmentation more than the NYX one, but I don't know if this would kind of give you like a weird undertone to your skin if you put this underneath your makeup. So personally, I wouldn't say that these are dupes because they don't really end up even blending out to be the same thing, and the colors are completely different. Alright, the next dupe we're going to test out is the dupe from MAC's Diva. This is another one of my favorite MAC lippies. This is kind of a brick red matte color, so I absolutely love this one. And the dupe for this is supposed to be the Wet n Wild Cherry Bomb. So a huge difference in price. I think this is like $129, where the MAC lipsticks, I think they're like $18. I'm not really sure. They're not like that crazy expensive, but I mean, huge difference in between these. So let's see if they are dupes. Oh my god, you guys. These are serious. Wow. These are very, very close. Wow. Okay, so the MAC one is on top, and then Wet n Wild is right on the bottom. They're like the same color. If anything, the MAC one is slightly more red, where the Wet n Wild one is slightly more like plum undertones, but honestly, like from far away, if either of these was on your lips, like you couldn't tell the difference. Like if I saw someone with this Wet n Wild lippy on, I would be like, oh, MAC's Diva. What? That is crazy. Oh my god, these are definite dupes, and even the formulation is the same as well. Like they're both matte, which is, wow, I cannot believe that. The next dupe we're going to test out is for NARS's Orgasm Blush. This is like a cult favorite. So many people love this blush, but this is very, very pricey, as is all of NARS products, but they are very high quality. But apparently, a dupe for this is an e.l.f. blush. I think this is only $3, and this is in Twinkle Pink. So we are going to see if these are dupes. Okay, so this top one right here is the NARS one, and the one beneath it is the e.l.f. one. I can tell you right away, I did have to build up the e.l.f. color a little bit more. The NARS one, I literally just put my finger in there, swatched it, where the e.l.f. one, I had to go over it, I think 2 times to get it to this color. But once you kind of build it up, they are really similar. And I mean, for the price difference, I'm not necessarily sure if I would go out and get NARS Orgasm, because the e.l.f. one is very, very similar. I mean, the e.l.f. one is a bit lighter and a little bit more chalkier feeling. It does have like a lot of fallout, kind of like it's a very powdery product, where the NARS one isn't as like powdery and like with chunks of glitter in it. The glitter is just kind of like inside of the product. Like I don't know if that really makes sense, but this definitely has like some fallout to it. The e.l.f. one, like even when I was like swatching it, like the powder I felt like was going everywhere in the pan, where the NARS one wasn't like that. So I mean, the quality of the NARS one is definitely better, but color wise they are very, very similar. So I would still consider them a dupe, just not on the actual formulation of the product, but on the color. The only thing is that the e.l.f. one is slightly lighter, but really not by that much. So wow, that is nuts. And like I said, the price difference on these is huge, so I would expect the quality to be different, but as far as color goes, they are very, very close. Now this last dupe, I saw this on Pinterest, and I wasn't gonna talk about it because I was like, just keep scrolling, because I was actually getting heated over this. And basically, a lot of posts on Pinterest were saying a dupe for one of my personal favorite products was this other product that I had also tried that I really didn't like. So I was like, oh my god, those are, how could anyone even say that those are dupes? But I mean, products do work differently on everybody. So for some people, it could be a dupe. For me, I wish I could scream from the tops of the mountain that these 2 products are not a dupe, but I saw it all over Pinterest, so I figured that I would talk to you guys about it in this video. And basically, what I was seeing is that a dupe for the Too Faced Born This Way foundation, which is one of my favorite foundations. If you guys watch my other videos, you know I use this all the time, but I saw so many places that the Milani Conceal and Perfect 2-in-1 was a dupe for this right here. And I can tell you guys 150%, at least on me and on my skin, these are not even close to being dupes, so I don't really know why it was all over Pinterest. Maybe other people are super lucky and have found that this is a dupe for this on them, but for me, they couldn't be farther opposites, because this is literally one of my favorite foundations, and I tried this foundation for so long, literally for over a week, wanted to like it so bad and hated it. It just made my skin look horrible. To me, this is a very thick foundation. It's supposed to be very thick, like that's what it claims, but I'll put it on the back of my arm for you guys. It's just very, very thick. Like, look at that. Like, it's not moving on my arm, you know what I mean? And I have like a big dollop of it, and it's not even moving. It's very thick, and on my skin, it's just clung to all of my dry patches, all of my pores. It made them so visible, and it was cracking like all of my smile lines. Like, to me, it's like one of those foundations that is very full coverage, but you can tell from 100 miles away that you have foundation on your face. Like, no matter how much of this I used, if I blend it out with a wet beauty, like literally a wet beauty blender, I still couldn't make it look like even somewhat natural. Where the Too Faced Born This Way, to me, is so different, and why I love this foundation is because it does give me that medium to full coverage look, but it's basically like so natural, almost indetectable on your skin that you're like wearing foundation. It just makes your skin look beautiful. It's so natural. I love it, aka why it's called Born This Way. Like, oh, just blending out the Milani one, it's just so like thick. This one is the Milani one. It's just so thick, and like I just don't like it, and I wanted to like it so bad because so many people, I've watched so many reviews on YouTube of so many people that it worked so great for them. I don't know if it's just because I have dry skin or what it was, but I really didn't like this product, and I just think it's crazy that people were saying that it's a dupe for the Born This Way from Too Faced, because that's one of my favorite products. So in my opinion, they are not dupes, but if they're dupes for you, let me know. Like, I envy you, you know what I mean? I wish that I could just buy this Milani foundation and have it be the same as the Too Faced one, but for me, they are polar opposites, so I did want to mention that to you guys. So yeah, those are all of the Pinterest dupes that we are going to be testing out today. Just give this video a thumbs up if you did enjoy it, and I will know to do more dupes videos. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you very soon in my next video. Bye!